Hey everyone, GamerRise009 here. We're heading back into Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, where the side stories, we're going to finish up with Equals. I want to apologize, it is late, and you know, I've been going through a lot of stuff lately, so that's what's been going on, but hopefully we'll finish this up and have even more videos to come, but I'll probably make an announcement after this video gets put up and everything. Anyways, here we go. Okay everyone, we're going to be taking a break from the usual activities today. I was thinking, since people are starting to talk about the festival, it's a good time for us to go over the general direction of the club and all that. I think it'll help us figure out what to do with the festival, you know? Oh, Sayori and I already came up with a really good plan. Really? For the festival? Yeah. So this is the plan. So the plan is this, okay? You and Yuri collect information ahead of time on which clubs and classes are doing food booths. Then we take a map and plan the most efficient route so that we can get most of them before the line gets too long. Hey, that has nothing to do with the club. Well, you have to let them finish. Alright, fine, go ahead. Right, so basically we get all the fine food we can, and then we come back here, and we all eat together. That's all. Wow, I got tricked twice by the same joke. Boo, don't be a hater. It's not like you could come up with anything better. Look, even Yuri was thinking about it. No, I wasn't. I would really prefer to do something literature related. We can eat together anytime. The festival is a unique opportunity. Besides, it's been quite a while since we've seen any new interest in the club. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We really get a shot at showing people what the literature club is all about. I'll tell you what, we can do both, right? We'll make time for your food mission and still put together a public event. Oh my gosh, yes. I was just joking, but that's a really good idea. Well, I'm glad that's settled. I think the question is how to come up with the event and demonstrate everything you can get out of the literature club. Well, that's kind of tough because everyone gets something different out of the club. Okay, how about this? Let's go around and have each of us talk about what we've gotten out of the club so far. That could really help us figure out what kind of reputation we want to build. Yeah. That's too embarrassing. Aw, but you had so much to talk about. That's exactly why. And I'm sure Natsuki feels the same way. Well, maybe, but I didn't plan on arguing against it or anything. I mean, it's a literature club. We talk about the stuff together, right? And the only way to get more comfortable with it is to suck it up and do it. Oh, you're not wrong. I'm sorry for being resistant. It's not good to say suck it up because it sounds like the feelings don't matter. Right, my bad. I just have a habit I need to break. Well, anyway, who's gonna start? I'll start. What was the first to join after all? Wouldn't that be me? No, I want to go first. Fine. I can start. You can start. I don't mind. Yay! So, gosh, it feels like so long ago. I think I joined because I wanted to have fun sharing poems with people. It seemed like it would be a safe way to express myself, you know? Like if it was just a poem, then I could share it without feeling like I'm burdening everyone with my problems. And I thought it would be a really good way to get to know other people too. So yeah, I was really surprised when I walked in and it was just Monica. And she was sleeping. Don't remind him of that. Oh gosh. Yeah, but it seems so much fun to help start a new club. Especially since writing helped me out so much, I wanted to see if it helped other people too. But it ended up being me who inspired, because I remember feeling like Monica was just as sweet and mature, and that I couldn't trust her with anything. It made me feel a lot less alone, having someone who knew even the bad things about me. At that point, I knew the literature club was going to be special for a lot of people. Yeah, I felt the same way. It really helped give the club a more cohesive vision. Yeah, and then Yuri joined, but she was so different from us, and Natsuki too. I think for Yuri, it really helped for me to take the lead before she was able to open up a little. But Natsuki was kind of the opposite, where she wasn't ready to get really close to someone really quickly. I never really thought about that sort of thing. I really feel like I'm gotten better at understanding people's different needs. And that's what makes me really happy, because my friends are just the most important thing to me. And whatever new members we got, I want to help them in these ways too. I don't know if I have continued coming to the club if it weren't for you. Really? I know it wasn't too long ago, but it hurts to think about my behavior back then. I was really short-sighted. The only reason I came to find others who were into fantasy, I suppose that was my idea of making friends with people. And I remember feeling uncomfortable because you and I have such different energy. I had such a specific idea to the kind of person I would be friends with. So when Sayori tried hard to get to know me, I felt like I was just wasting her time. I think I was naive to assume that similar interests were the key component to a friendship. Sayori and I were able to be friends because she always thinks about the needs of other people. That's something I never knew how to do, or even thought to do. But I stayed in the club, and thanks to that, and I started trying as hard as I could to understand people better. You really went above and beyond when it came to that. I was just super impressed. Well, I always hated that I didn't know how to behave like a person who was easily liked by others, like the two of you can. And because of that, I spent so much time thinking about my own behavior and all the wrong things I said. But the whole time I should have been thinking about other people's instead, not myself. Once I started doing that, I was able to make friends with everyone else. Oh, also, I discovered that sometimes I'm a better communicator when I take the time to write rather than speak. It's so strange the way things turned out. It's so far different from anything I've ever would have expected, but I'm happy. I suppose we don't always know what we really need. Oh my gosh, you're so cute that I'm going to throw up. Okay, please don't do that, Sayori. Besides, I'm not cute. Hey, isn't that my line? Oh. Well, for me, it's actually true, so... What are you saying? Nothing. I finished my part, so somebody else take their turn. My heart. Sayori, take some deep breaths. Okay, fine, I'll go. I can't believe you were still complaining about how doing all this still were before me. What a show-off. I was just following up on Sayori, and it was all the easiest way to get in over with. Besides, you left out the most important thing that you would get out of this club. I did? Yeah, a regular supply of your favorite cupcakes. Oh no, I forgot that too. I'm a traitor to this cupcake queen. Neither of you are forgiven. Looks like that only Monica will be getting cupcakes next time. No! I can't eat that many cupcakes. Yeah, true. Only Yuri can. Hey. Well, anyway, I'm just putting off talking. It's kind of hard to talk about this stuff. But I guess when it comes down to it, that I'm in a much better place mentally than I was when I first joined. And that was because everyone helped me realize that I had some really toxic friendships going outside of the club. It was honestly a really painful thing to go through. Having to cut them out, it still hurts to think about. I'm sorry, Natsuki. It's fine. I knew it was for the best, and I was right. I guess for me, it's all about feelings. I was only ever ridiculed for having feelings, so I thought the right thing to do was to just ignore them. It took me a really long time to realize that was not really how things are supposed to work. And I guess that's thanks to everyone who took me the time to respect my feelings, even when I was being like the biggest jerk. I'm really sorry for being such a jerk to everyone. I was really the worst. Natsuki's voice chokes a little. We love you, Natsuki. I just hate that I was like that. Everyone did so much for me and I could never do anything in return. That's not true. Natsuki, you've done a lot more than you think. This club really wouldn't have been the same without you. I mean that. Remember how judgmental I was before when you first showed up? I was like I couldn't accept anything other than my own idea of what a literature club was supposed to be. Apparently that was more important to me than the opportunity to bring you some happiness. It really taught me that anything that makes someone happy is worthy of respect. You even inspired me to start playing piano. That's something that means whole lot to me. So there's no need to put yourself down. Okay. Natsuki wipes her eyes. You helped me a lot too. It's so much fun to have you around. And you helped me become a better person. Having a problem doesn't make you needy or inconvenient. It means that there's something that needs to be better for you. And you always deserve that. I agree. Seeing us have some of the same struggles made me a better person as well. I wouldn't want to change anything about our time here. I don't think any of us would. I'm sorry, I got all dramatic again. That's all I wanted to say, so Monica, you can go now. There's no need to apologize. It was something I wanted to talk about anyway because it made a big difference for me. I was always such a strict perfectionist who never took enough time to believe in the best of other people. But everyone kept proving me wrong. I made the mistakes multiple times thinking that my way was the best for everyone. Or thinking I was needed to solve other people's problems. But I think being a leader means that you have to acknowledge that you're not perfect and that the best things you can do to help guide people rather than to do everything for them. We're all good people. We're all equals. I think that's the most important thing I've gotten out of this club, realizing what that really means. Sayori, what are you doing? I just thought I should be writing some of these things down. Things about the club that we care, that are valuable to us. With a piece of chalk in her hand, Sayori writes the word trust on the chalkboard. It's because you showed me that I could trust you with everything about me, not just my good side. Suddenly Yuri takes a piece of the chalk as well. She writes understanding. I owe a lot of gratitude to everyone who took the time to understand me, even though it was so difficult for me to suppress myself. In that case, Monica takes a piece of chalk as well and writes down the word respect. I always thought I was a respectful person, but it took the club for me to realize that there was more to it than I thought, and I'm a better person because of it. I have another one. Sayori writes balance. Sometimes people want different things out of the friendship, or they need time before they are ready to become close. So it's important to keep things balanced between you and the other person. That reminds me. Yuri writes reflection. I've always been a reflective person, but most of it has been nothing more than hating myself for all the things I thought I did wrong. Once I started reflecting on the other people and not just myself, a lot of things changed for me. So I think the most important one for me. That's great, we have a whole list of things now. Suddenly everyone turned to look at Natsuki. Well, everyone took all the chalk, so don't look at me like that, jeez. You could have just asked. Maka handed a piece of chalk to Natsuki, and Natsuki sighed and writes self-love. I don't know how far I got in with it yet, but it feels like things are at least in the right track. So there, that's my contribution. Together everyone stared at the words on the board. Wasn't that club supposed to be about literature? It is. We still do a lot of literature. Friendship and literature. Yeah, you're right. Friendship and literature. Natsuki and Yuri gently nod as well. Hey, let's all take a picture together. We don't have one yet, right? Hey, you're right. Make sure you send it to me after. Wait, can I brush my hair first or something? Oh, you're fine. You already have the best hair out of all of us. Everyone get together. I can't fit you all in. Okay. Okay, everyone? Ready? And click. I'm really glad we could talk about this stuff. It's easy to forget how far we come with only 4 members. Yeah, I have so many happy thoughts right now. I'm getting some really good inspiration for a poem. You know, I feel the same way. I kind of went to get some writing done. Me too. I think I would like that as well. Everyone's looking at me again. I'll do it too, but I might not feel like sharing it. That's okay. The 4 members of the literature club disperse and return to their desks, each equipping themselves with a pen. Natsuki and Yuri give each other a quick glance and start writing immediately. Suri stretches and does the same, but Monica is left tapping her pen against the paper, unsure of where to start. Just move your hand, Monica mouths to herself. Right the way into your heart. With her mind full of thoughts and memories and inspiration, Monica navigates past her mental barriers and begins to write. It doesn't matter what, just that it's something now. Oh, this is really neat. Oh, this is the end credits, everybody. Holy shit. Well, I'm glad I got to do this in one video and everything. I was worried I was going to have to break it into 2 pieces. Because you know how I had to break, the part 1 and part 2 of each thing that they went through. Trust, self-love, understanding, respect. What was there? Balance, understanding. I felt like I'm repeating myself, but whatever. Anyways, I'm glad you guys are enjoying this video and watching it. And I'll probably release a video to explain what's been going on with the channel lately. Because I know this is way late. The fact that I had everything scheduled and released and everything and all that. I made sure that everything was in top ship-shape order and everything. And don't get me wrong, I can explain that and everything in a short video. And I hope that you all will understand that, it's not what I wanted to happen. It's just kind of how things went. But I did enjoy playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, especially the side stories. I hate how I had to go through quite a bit of the original game and everything. And I wasn't ready to go through some of that psychological stuff, but I kind of bear through it to get to these side stories, so then I can do the Doki Doki Literature Club Plus side stories only. And I love the art here. It's wonderful art. Hopefully we get to see the group picture they take. I don't think it's the group picture that you saw where they're just standing like they are, I'm sorry that one of the videos, I had to cut short, I had to rush through it and not do the story thing, the reading it. Oh, that was so neat at the end what they said. So Team Subalto, Sorority Forge. There we go. That's beautiful. I love that. That's going to be my new wallpaper, but then it's going to be a while before I play Doki Doki Literature Club for a while. But then I might kind of just play on everything. So, Friendship and Literature, trophy earned. Alright everyone, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is GamerRise009 signing off.